Namaste. My name is Dr. Suhas Chirsagar, and on behalf of Kerala Ayurveda Academy, I welcome all of you for this health education series. And I'm going to share a very interesting topic with all of you. We are going to discuss today about superfoods. Superfoods is a term which is coined by National Institute of Health as well as the Center of Disease Control. And these are the foods which have been listed by these premier institutions which have a tremendous impact on one's health and well-being. And it is almost a campaign now where we are going to go out and educate people about how important these superfoods are and what are the values and why we call them as superfoods. And interestingly enough, for someone like me who comes from a classical Ayurvedic background, who is going to talk about the understanding of Mother Nature and how we integrate the principles of Mother Nature for simple holistic living, what Ayurveda is all about. These foods give us a very, very clear understanding that whatever we have done to our foods is actually the main reason for the spectrum of the imbalances and the diseases and the epidemic of chronic diseases that we have, whether you name it overweight, obesity, cancers, heart diseases, osteoporosis, heart disease, arthritis, autoimmune conditions. These are so many diseases which are coming because our food is very much away from its source. It is not at all carrying the intelligence of the nature itself. So one of the things we are going to talk about these superfoods is how intelligent they are, how intelligent this food is, which carries the information and it is biologically alive to connect for the body. The body is readily understanding what these superfoods are and how we are going to nourish our physiology. Anything which looks made by nature. We always talk about these things, and I tell my clients, eat foods which are not man-made but God-made, which are made by God. So vibrant, colorful fruits, vegetables, purple, cream, orange, red, green, white, all the different colors and shades, what Mother Nature makes, all the bounty of vegetables, fruits and grains. These are the things which are considered to be one of the most important nutritional powerhouses of anything what the nature has to offer. And probably we need to consume diet which is mostly plant-based. And if at all we are going to stick to this diet which is mostly plant-based, we will be healthy. And the reason why we will be healthy because they contain the right amount of phytonutrients which are in them, which are very readily absorbable by our body. And that's why we call them as superfoods. So I'm going to share a list which is recently released by some of these premier institutions and which is very well accepted by the scientists which they are talking about these superfoods. Number one, these superfoods are made in nature and made by nature. They are actually coming from Mother Nature itself. They are coming from the bountiful of harvest. They are coming from all the change of seasons and the harvest which comes in, where all our festivals, change of seasons and the lifestyle which revolves around what nature offers. So we need to follow how we are eating with the change of seasons, how we are in sync with Mother Nature with the changing seasons, and how we need to adapt to the changing seasons and the climate and the times of our life as well. We're talking about these foods which are power-packed. They are power-packed with nutrients, fiber, antioxidants. We use a term called ORAC. They should be very high in ORAC, which is called as oxygen radical absorbance capacity. And that's the scale what is used to understand how potent antioxidant this food is. And so most of these plants, fruits, and vegetable-based foods are very, very high in the ORAC level as such. It has a greater bioavailability. The body knows exactly what to do, how to digest them, and how to purge them out from the nearest possible exit without staggering any impurities in the system to create a toxic load of AMA or cellular debris or impurities in the system. So it is bioavailable and bioidentical. These are the very interesting terms. They are bioavailable and bioidentical, which the body knows exactly what to do with them. They are 100% recyclable. The body knows exactly what to do, how to create a stool, urine, sweat out of it and purge it out when the digestion is complete. So they are 100% recyclable. Whenever the foods are containing a lot of additives, colors, preservatives, pesticide residues, some malformed genes in the food, they are all things which I like to call them as dump foods. Dump food, the body doesn't know what to do with it, and that's why they get stuck into a system, creating a cellular chaos, and the cells forget how to behave and they lose their memory, and that's the beginning of variety of chronic diseases that we see nowadays. These foods are intelligent, they should be organic, and they should be non-GMO. It should not be genetically modified, because once we start toying with the genetic structure of the food itself, then we are creating a little bit of a ecological imbalance within the food, and that's going to extend how we are going to digest it and use it later. We need to stick to the seasonal variation for seasonal needs. We need to pay attention to our fruits, which are naturally abundant in vitamins, minerals, bioflavonoids, fiber, protein, and fat. So they are naturally available. They're calibrated exactly how the body is going to use it and how you're going to extract the nutrients from it. They have to be lively. And we always use this term in Ayurveda and yoga called as foods which are filled with prana. Prana, mana, or chi, whatever you call them, they are all filled with life. Something is dead, that is dead. You cannot nourish a lively human being from something which is dead, leftover, putrid, or stale. So it should contain a lot of chi, it should contain a lot of prana and vibrant. So I'm going to read you a list of these 15 superfoods. So number one is whole grains. They have listed some very, very important whole grains which one should consume regularly. And they are quinoa, amaranth, brown rice, barley, and oats. Quinoa, amaranth, brown rice, barley, and oats. Mixed beans and legumes. So the smaller beans and legumes and lentils are considered to be nutritionally very effective and easily digestible. One of the most important one being mung beans, so yellow split mung beans or whole green mung beans, black and kidney beans. Black beans and the kidney beans are very rich in nutrients. Oils, we talk about these raw cold pressed oils, which is sesame oil, coconut oil, extra virgin olive oil, and ghee, which is a clarified butter, is also considered to be an excellent source of fat for creating a natural oleation and lubrication for the system. So one should consume a good amount of good quality raw oils in one's diet. Leafy greens. There is a tremendous value in all the leafy greens, and some of the superstars in leafy greens are spinach, leeks, kale, cilantro, and collard greens. So these are the greens which are considered to be more revered in terms of their nutritional status. They are spinach, leeks, kale, cilantro, and collard greens. Cruciferous vegetables, which are very rich in sulfur compounds, and the indols, which are considered to be cancer preventing now. And all these cruciferous vegetables, which includes broccoli, cauliflower, and cabbage. Broccoli, cauliflower, and cabbage are very interesting superfoods. One should consume lean form of meat, which could be fish, salmon, and turkey, which are the lean meats are a part of this. Root vegetables, which are carrots and sweet potato. Sweet potato and carrots are highlighting this category of root vegetables. All the colorful fruits, and the colorful fruits which make this list are mango, kiwi, cantaloupe, orange, pomegranate, avocado, dark grapes, papaya, and apples. Mango, kiwi, cantaloupe, orange, pomegranate, avocado, dark grapes, papaya, and apples are considered to be nutritional superstar with all the different qualities of their phytonutrients and minerals in them. Colorful vegetables also, the red and orange pepper, which also contains very rich amount of vitamin C in them. Tomatoes, artichokes, green chili, bok choy, squash, and zucchini. Zucchini, squash, bok choy, green chili, artichoke, tomatoes, pepper, red and orange pepper are really good. Spices, the nutritionally superstar spices are turmeric, ginger, cinnamon, black pepper, and cumin. Nuts, and again These are brain foods, and if you rotate the nuts properly, and the nuts which make the list are almonds, walnuts, pecans, Brazil nuts, and the pine nut. Pine nut, Brazil nut, pecans, walnuts, and almonds, they make the list. Dairy products, so low-fat milk, low-fat yogurt, and ghee are the part of the dairy products which should be consumed. Mixed berries, so all the berries, which is blueberries, blackberries, cranberries, raspberries, and strawberries, they are all considered to be good. One has to be very careful of using them only organic, because they are a part of dirty dozen which are often sprayed with heavy amounts of pesticides on them. So blueberries, blackberries, cranberries, strawberries, and raspberries are good. The seeds, again, seeds are tiny packaging but very, very rich in their nutrients. They are flax, sesame, pumpkin seeds, and sunflower seeds. Flax seeds, sesame seeds, pumpkin seeds, and sunflower seeds. And the sweeteners one can consume, which are safe and easy and effective and also contain some nutrients in them, are maple syrup, honey, jaggery, and sucanut. Maple syrup, honey, jaggery, and sucanut. So the way we look at this 15 list of superfoods is something that we need to use many of them into our day-to-day eating habits, because once we rotate them regularly, rotate different grains, add variety of different variations which are more seasonal, maybe we should eat everything in smaller quantities. We should not really stuff ourselves with heavy amounts of these foods itself. Anything when we do in excess is always bad. We should always adopt the right kind of cooking techniques. We should be eating mostly live foods which are not cooked to death. And so if we are respecting our Agni, if we are respecting our digestive fire, if we are eating the foods which are fresh, alive, vibrant, filled with prana in small quantities, and eating in the right quantities, eating at the right times, making ourselves feel really happy and vital and vibrant, we will really achieve an optimum state of health and well-being. Thank you.